A little about your background of how you decided to make the move into sports.
Okay, so this is, I started off as a typical engineer, finished my engineering, went on to work for corporate, worked in multiple locations in India, then happened to be always passionate on sports. I had my work took me to Calcutta also, my early days of my professional work. And I happened to go for visiting a lot of sports in Calcutta, watching the derbies, East Bengal, Mohun Bagans, or even the local match as well. I never knew nothing about that before. Then my work also took me to visit Netherlands during 2012 or 13, and that's when I went to Netherlands, I was started going to a lot of matches. I went to like PSV Eindhoven games. Not only those games, I even happened to go to watch hockey matches, and hockey is quite big in Netherlands, and then also visit the lower division of the leagues in Netherlands as well. So it was always there, kind of, like how do I enter to sports, what I can do. And I started meeting a lot of coaches in Netherlands having nothing to do about Indian sports. Not even a single information, who are the contact points, what's going to happen. I used to try to connect with some coaches over there after the training sessions, and then I used to talk to them and say, hey, would you like to do anything for India? And I would like to come down to India, do some scouting, maybe share a beer with them, go to a pub and discuss stuff. I even met a couple of Olympians who went on to play in 2014, 2012 Olympics as well. So
Oh,
I was
wow.
actually met them much before they actually played in Olympics, and they're playing in the local this thing. And when I saw them, I was like, wow, great! I was able to meet these guys, and that's where I started connecting. Didn't know much about the Indian sports over there. When I came back, also I was a bit hit upon the startup world, entrepreneurship when I was in Bangalore. I used to volunteer with a foundation called Head Start. We used to conduct a lot of entrepreneurship programs in IIM Bangalore as well. So I was like, there's two things about the interest, the passion of sports, and the
Yeah.
entrepreneurship. How do I connect these two? So to do that, I started doing a couple of meetups called a sports meet. We used to do it in Christ colleges in way back in 2012, 13, and that's when it's like a meetup of bringing all sports people. It was not so big the way it is right now.
Okay.
A small group of people trying to do something in sports. How do I enter the sports? And has to call upon some of the Olympians to come and talk. It's a physical meetups on a done once in a month, and so we started doing it in called Sports Meet. We used to have multiple topics, so that brought in to get connected to a lot of Olympians and players, Arjuna awardees. I was able to meet a
Yeah.
lot more people there. And then the best part was, how do I enter to sports? And I was like very much interested to do anything. I can go and sell tickets. I even volunteered with the Davis Cup to manage fans.
Oh.
I was like, hey, can
Oh.
I go sell tickets in 2012, 13 when Davis Cup was happening in Bangalore?
Yeah.
Leander was playing here. So everything I was like trying to figure out, along with keeping my job, my IT job, which I was working. And so, but didn't know where exactly what I can do. I'm open to everything, but then I was not sure how my IT job can help us here, because I was
Yeah.
neither a coach, not a player, not a medical guy, not a physio. So there's no way to enter in. So it so happened that I started reading a lot of stuff, how it's been happening abroad in the US market. The Moneyball movie really
Yeah.
inspired. And so it so happened that there was a game happening, a small story. There was a game happening between Bengaluru FC versus the Indian national team. They're playing a friendly game. And BFC, this is before the BFC started their I League in 2013.
This is the first or second year, right? If I'm correct.
This is the first year they had not played the I League itself, and they were just training. Ashley Westwood had come down, and they were training a lot. So the national team had a camp in Bangalore, and they said, how about having a friendly game, right, as a practice game? And they said it's a closed It's a closed stadium; no one can enter. It was played around 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock. So it so happened that we just somehow jumped into the stadium, just sat in there just to watch.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Chetri and Robin Singh was for BFC, but they're still playing for the Indian squad, and the rest of the unknown players, I would say, in BFC at that point of time. So they were playing for BFC. And that's when I started doing something called a notation analysis, like, a pen and paper, and just marking, like, where the shots coming from, where the attacks are coming from. I did only for one half. I got bored. It's like
Okay.
it's like you don't enjoy the game. You just need to keep tracking here is happening. So I did for halftime. Just closed my book. I just started watching the game. I think it was a 1-1 draw, I guess. And later on, after the game, you can just walk in. That's when I showed this to the assistant coach, Pradyum Reddy, that point of time. And I said, Coach, I've done something of this sort. You guys look at something. So then he told me that, hey, next day there is some kind of a software company is coming to sell the product about analysis. Would you like to come and take up the session? So I said, okay, why not? I bunked my IT company, took a leave, went in there, learned how it can happen, and met Ashley Westwood and a couple of other guys, and it was great. Great honor to meet these people. Yeah. And I learned how to do it. Then obviously I was not able to join the club because of my financial commitments, not able to quit my job. But I requested if I can volunteer for the entire season in the first season of I League for PFC. So they had a full-time analyst, my friends working there. And I said, I just went on to every game, just go there, recording, looking at some data. So I'm very thankful for Pradyum and Ashley, who allowed me to sit in the post-match analysis of the sessions, where after the game they used to do the video analysis and talk about it. So I took back and then started working on the numbers or the analysis which he spoke about. So that got me to connect with a lot more people. And also, it so happened that there was one more goalkeeper coach who came from Australia, and I started understanding what does it look from a goalkeeping perspective. That I'm still in touch with him, very nice guy. So that got me doing this work. Somehow I got a chance to connect with the first season of ISL. Someone said, okay, Naveen can help out in for the ISL. So Mumbai City was looking for an analyst in the first year of ISL, 2014. And somehow I got my name into this. And they asked me, you have to come for 3 months. Like, ISL was for 3 months. You have to come in. No company would give you a 3 months break to go and do your stuff. But I took a sabbatical for 3 months. Loss of pay. I said, okay, I want to leave this dream. I told my family that this is my dream. I want to take a 3 months off. So I just went in.
So wait, so when you were starting it, you were actually doing it both side by side?
Yes. I mean, in entrepreneurship and doing this thing, so you have to keep both of them because one, I had some financial commitments because of which I was not able to totally move into this. And when I understood that this can be taken up, then I took the plunge.
Nice. Okay. So how did